This video was brought to you by Stormberg, a better route planner, MisterGreen, Kempower and Marcus Bil. Yo, what's up? We are now at Circle K, Furuset. We're getting ready for 1,000 kilometer challenge with Kia EV6. We have done Ioniq 5 twice and we were not able to break the 10-hour barrier. This time, I believe we can do it. I know how these cars work now, what kind of bugs or quirks they have. So we're gonna try it today and do it. We are starting now 4 in the morning because we have to do it on a weekday. So yeah, you guys know the drill. We will drive the Sweden route. I charged the car overnight to 95% and then I came here and I topped up and it went so fast to 100%. So the car is already ready now at 100%. We're just preheating, getting ready. You see, ideally we want to stay here. I mean, we want to finish 100% right before we leave, but good enough. We will not stay too long anyway. So we are 100% there. The battery is at 18 degrees and 25 degrees. And the plan is that, okay, I don't know if we can make it there to Spekeröd. If not, then we'll stop right before, well, a little bit before it at Strömstad, but it's 258 kilometers to Spekeröd. We have headwind, partly wet roads. But okay, we will start exactly at 4. So let's reset this one again. Well, we'll reset this one before we leave. So yes, we have live stream going on. Let's do the preparations and then off we go. Right, we're on the move now. We've been driving for 11 minutes. Consumption is 249 watt-hour per kilometer. But I see we have an advantage now. By starting 4 at night, there are no left lane huggers in our way. So I never measured this before, but I can actually assume that the 150 kilometer drive or something from Oslo to Svinesund, the Swedish border, under more normal driving conditions, I could be delayed by several minutes, maybe up to 5 minutes. Actually, maybe not 5 minutes, but maybe already 2-3 minutes because of slow pokes in the left lane. But today, no. So we have an advantage there. You can say, well, we have this advantage with wet roads. Yes, but just being able to hammer it with this car that charges so fast is in fact an advantage. We are now passing by Sarpsborg, and over here the roads are dry. Oh, it was actually a little while ago. This is great. I checked weather forecast and it's supposed to be like this. Wait, can you see in the camera? Yeah, the windows are fogging a bit here. I've noticed that. I guess I can use the defroster here. It will clear up, but I noticed this through the trip, also to the north, to Mo i Rana, that I think especially at night, the windows tend to fog a bit. And I don't have recirculation on, and I disabled the recirculation in tunnel, so I wonder, it could be because we are running the heat pump and then it doesn't dehumidify the air inside here, and I'm constantly talking to the live stream. Yeah, but consumption, by the way, is 259 watt-hour per kilometer. This is looking pretty good because right now it looks like we can go straight to Spekeröd. So that is really big, that we don't have to stop at Strömstad and Colgate over there. So I'll show you once we are in Spekeröd. We are getting close to Spekeröd now, and we have 4.5% left. GOM says we have 10 kilometers left, and we are 12 kilometers away. Oh shit, this is going to be real close, but yeah, I think we can make it to Spekkerud. Barely make it there. We are now at Spekkerud. We came here with 1%. Oh no, we're getting only 69 kilowatt, but once this one hits 15 degrees, then we get more speed. Okay, so that means now quick top up here, pit stop, restroom break. Oh, I'm alone over here. And this time, seems like they have fixed all the 4 chargers. And I can show you again that I rinsed the car yesterday. The backside here almost doesn't get wet. Yeah, because of the design. This is superb. Because we had problem with Ioniq 5. The back window would get wet and then you don't see anything. But here, no problem at all. So I guess this back is starting to grow on me. But I still think the front just looks freaking awesome. Look at it again. Oh man. All right. Okay, I went to the restroom, came back, and now we are getting 230 kilowatt. Oh yeah, the magic number here is 25 degrees. Once we hit 25 degrees and the state of charge is low enough, like now, we'll hit the V max or the P max, maybe the max power, 230 kilowatt. This is insanely fast. I calculated we need only 40%, and we should just go to the next one here, which is Varberg. If we want to go for the next one after that one, then we have to charge 90%, which will take a while. So yeah, let's go there soon. I need only 40%. Soon. We are now on the move, and this was crazy. I charged to 53%. I was riding on a 230 kilowatt wave until it dropped to 250 kilowatt. And it sounds so crazy to unplug at 150 kilowatt, but I think this is the best deal. So the battery is nice and hot now, and hopefully it will drop to around 20-25 degrees. But look at the traffic. Oh shit. So we had an advantage of no traffic out of Oslo, but now we have the disadvantage of this traffic into Gothenburg. Okay, let's hope we don't run into any crazy stows. Normally I would travel here on a Saturday and avoid most of the traffic, but because I have this car for limited time, then we have to do it on a weekday. So all right, let's cross our fingers. We are now at Varberg, second charging stop. The Ioniq chargers are full now. I have to park like this. This looks really clumsy, but because of the other cars are parked like that, they can actually get okay spot. But you see, the charge port is here, so this is the only way to do it. But that guy, he can just back up and no problem. But let me show you. We came here with 18 degrees. So I'm going to tell you now what we have to do. The trick now is that we don't want to overheat. That's what happened with the Ioniq 5. It overheated. And I've learned that the problem with Ioniq 5 and this car is that if you run HVAC, the compressor will then run to heat up the car or cool it down. And that compressor is needed when you cool the battery. So, you know what I mean? So actually, once the battery starts heating up, you want to have as many compressors as possible to cool down the battery. And I guess the car prioritizes to heat up the cabin. Now, that's why the trick is to not run HVAC now. And then we get the maximum cooling, and then the battery will not overheat. And soon enough, once we get 20 degrees, we will go to 190 kilowatt. So the plan now is to go to, let me see here. We're going to Helsingborg, 150 kilometers from here. Yeah, and then we turn around. We've been charging for 12 minutes and we are good to go in a couple of minutes. So I bought banana, well actually 2 bananas and some bread stuff, and I actually don't have time to eat now. I have to eat on the run, but we have auto steer so we can eat banana while driving. This is crazy, we are almost good to go already. Okay, we are on the move again. I charge to 70%. I think that's a good choice. So you see the battery is not too hot and it's going to cool down. Oh, it's already cooling down, yeah, 29 degrees now. Until we hit the end point. So it's 8 in the morning now. Finally, the sun is up, we have daylight, cloudy, dry road. Not too much wind, a little bit of traffic, but that's fine. Now we're hammering it. We are now in the road construction zone. It goes slow here, so as usual we will deduct 2 minutes. This time though we might deduct 3 minutes because we've been stuck behind a police car for the longest time. The Volvo and everyone here was hammering it until we saw the police car, and then everyone was just camping behind the police car. All right, I guess we can deduct 1 extra minute because we were stuck behind the police. Consumption so far 284. Okay. We are now at Helsingborg, charging up here. I lost a little bit of time because you see the charge point placement was kind of clumsy, and first I was on that stall and I had to pull the cable, and then it failed handshake twice, and then the eyepiece that was here moved, so now I'm taking it. So I actually lost 5 minutes here because of this clumsiness. You can say, yeah, it was your fault, but if I knew about these problems I would actually place the car slightly different, like I did at Varberg, so I don't have handshake problems. But it's working now. So we came here with over almost 20%. So we're charging up now, as usual, all good. And I figured out 70% that I charged to was way too much. So now I will charge you only 60% for the return. So oops, yeah. So then next stop is going to be Varberg again on the way back. So we've been riding on Ioniq for now. I can show you so far the consumption is 268. All right, let me see. I know I did eat some stuff while driving. So actually total deduction time on this trip is 3 minutes on the road construction here, also 2 minutes in Gothenburg because of traffic, and 5 minutes. It's a 10-minute deduction time so far. Yeah, that's not too bad, I guess. We are on the move again, on the way north. Man, I had to go to the restroom, a type 2 break, and I came back and I had almost 60% after 12 minutes. So the actual charging time was 13 minutes. This car is unstoppable. I didn't have time to grab something to eat. Well, that's fine. I still have 1 banana. And we are on the way back. Okay, let's go. We are now back at Varberg, charging up. So, see, the problem every time, there was an ID4 here. These ID4s are getting quite popular around here. This is actually an ID4 gang here, a Norwegian one. But I have to park like this again. Because how the heck are you supposed to park, right? And I had problem with handshake 2 times until it worked the 3rd time. So do we blame the car? Well, I'm going to deduct another 3 minutes. So we have 15-minute deduction now because we also had the road construction on that side. So 15 minutes so far, but at least once it's working, it will look something like this. Oh yeah. Now I need to go and eat. I have only 15 minutes left, maybe. All right, I haven't eaten much on this trip, but I figured I want to have a French hot dog. First, I wanted a double French hot dog, but then I saw that this car charges too fast. We don't have time for double hot dog. We have to go for a single one, yes. Double, not today, son. We are now on the run again. We charge to 81%. Right when it started throttling, we were getting 120 kilowatt until 82%. And when the speed plummeted, blah, 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 I unplugged and we left. But look here, we have 52 degrees on the pack. I'm going to show you now. We have power gate or reduced power because of high temperature, but I think we have more power than the Ioniq 5. Look. Oh, 150 kilowatt. Wait, that is more than the Ioniq 5. I think Ioniq 5 would be way below 100 kilowatt, right? I don't remember. Huh, interesting. Yeah, people in the chat here in the live stream, they claim 70 kilowatt if the battery is 52 degrees. Well. Yet another point where, yeah, okay, if we have 150 kilowatt like this, then it's not really a problem. That's almost 200 horsepower, isn't it? Well, it is 200, is it? Yeah, okay, good. Whoa, yes, we saw on the map, I saw it on Google, but also the car's map shows you that the bridge is closed. Uddevalla bridge is closed. So the regular distance here that we would drive on the motorway is 8.5 kilometers. It takes around 4 minutes to drive it. So it's 12:17 right now as we exit. Then we have to figure out how long does it take to, whoa, where am I going? Going here, right? Yeah. So how long does the detour take then? Okay, let's see. Finally, we are back on the main road. To make a story short, there was a detour versus the main road. How long did it take versus the extra distance and all that? And we helped calculate together, and we found out that we have to deduct another 6 minutes. So the total deduction time is now 21 minutes. Yeah, 21 total then. So now we're gonna go to Strømstad. Hopefully I can make it there. This is it. We are in Strømstad, and look, brand spanking new chargers from Tritium. Finally, the site is up and running with 6 chargers. But we are looking now towards 10 hours, roughly. So we have to charge a little bit. I calculated we need 60%. The battery is cold getting a little bit, but we're still getting good speed. So charge for, I don't know, 15 minutes. Then off we go. So that means 15 minutes, I have time for a pee break and maybe a little snack. That's it. Oh yeah, one more time. 232 kilowatt. I can go home. e-tron go home. Oh yeah. So anyway, now oops. And now I'm going to go to let me see. Let's zoom out a little bit. There. Oslo. 141 kilometers from there, but we only had to drive 104 kilometers more because we had to take that extra detour via Uddevalla, so we already added extra kilometers, but it has been deducted also, the extra kilometers. So, right, almost good to go. Man, look at that speed, huh? Oh yeah, we are now back in Norway. Oh, so that was quite smooth. I don't think I would deduct anything. We just went right through the border control. No check, no polizei over there. So yes, now we are at 922 kilometers. So we have to travel a little bit more before we are done. We're getting close to the end now, 981 kilometers, but the amount of traffic we have seen today, not only in Sweden but also over here, is just you see, this is why I do this on Saturdays, because we will have no traffic or very little traffic. But today, especially now 2 in the afternoon, there are so many left lane huggers and trucks overtaking other trucks, and I don't know actually how many minutes I lost because of unusual lot of traffic. Could have been 5 minutes, could even be 10 minutes. So, well, maybe next time I will do it on a Saturday. Alright, late countdown. 9992, 9993, 9994, 9995, 9996, 9997, 9998, 9999, 1000, 26.3 or 263, time 14:23, 10 hours. Yes, we did it in 10 hours. We are finally back home now. So we actually arrived here with 18%, but let me explain something. 18% on this car, this is just like the other Korean cars. It's not really 18% because it's not linear, it's amp hour based and voltage based. Okay, so it means that towards the end, the percentage would drop way faster. That's what I experienced even this morning when I came to Varberg with 1%. I thought, oh, I had plenty. Well, it was barely enough. Yeah, I had to slow down a little bit towards the end. So it means that, and you can also notice that when I did 999, I had 27%. That's a lot, right? You could have counted down with 5% or 1% left. Well, there was a problem because at that spot when I counted down, there was no fast charger nearby. I had to drive at least 5-10 kilometers to get to a fast charger. And then I might have to plug it in there just to charge up a little bit and then go home. So for convenience, what I did was that at Strömstad, I charged up 5 minutes extra so that I can come right back home here. So that's why I have actually decided to deduct 5 minutes from the total time. So I mean, if I were going to go hardcore, yes, I could do it and I would be like, yes, 9:55. So we are already agreed. I discussed this with the live stream people, so they also agreed it makes sense. And also in another way, if you look at the table now, you see that well, the Ioniq 5 that we tested twice. The first time, the one with 10 hour, was in Norway with lower speed, average speed. And actually there, yes, that one had slightly better consumption, but it was done in summer. It was way colder today for this car. But if you look at the Ioniq 5 done in Sweden, it was done with higher speed. They have 120 zone over there, for example. Then you see that the consumption on the Ioniq 5 is way higher than the EV6. And that makes sense. I heard that the EV6 has better aerodynamics. So it should use less energy. And then the EV6 has slightly bigger battery. Actually only 2 kilowatt hour. It doesn't count that much. But okay, but the EV6 charges faster. It peaks at 233 kilowatt, whereas the Ioniq 5 peaks at 215. And we don't ride on that one too long either. So when you count all that stuff together, it makes sense that the EV6 is slightly faster than the Ioniq 5. And I remember when I set the Ioniq 5 time in Norway, we were already discussing back then with the live stream, everyone, whether it was fair or not, because it could seem like the Ioniq 5 was almost 10 hours and 5 minutes. So you can see, in reality, the EV6 might be 10 minutes faster or 5 minutes faster. Because there are the problem is that there are so many variables on a 1,000 kilometer trip. Like Uddevalla bridge that closed today, it has never happened before. And then because of that, it caused a chain reaction of things. So, but the reason why I deduct this is because we are trying to eliminate or even out all the weird and unforeseen variables or irregularities so that we can compare the cars. And think about this. We drive similar car with similar, same drivetrain, similar battery, and somehow we managed to do it in almost the same time. You know, it means that there must be a high level of consistency here. Because if we didn't correct for this, if we didn't do it really consistent, there would be way more variations. But okay, I'm just rambling about this. But if you compare, now look at the table again, and you look at this time then, 9:55. How is that? Well, compared to Model Y had pretty good weather, but Model Y has longer range and it's more efficient. So even though it doesn't charge as fast as this car, it still did it better, mainly because of efficiency. But on the other hand, the EV6 is faster than Fat e-tron, is faster than Ioniq, faster than ID4. Well, iX3 was done in kind of winter-ish, but you see, the EV6 beats many of the other cars in the same class, even more expensive cars like Fat e-tron and Model X. So it is a fast car, and I was really struggling today with the foot stops. If I didn't do this challenge and time it, I would probably charge to 80% and chill, and I would still arrive faster than, for example, a Tesla that charges to 80%, just to put it that way. So yeah, I think that's going to be it. I should mention that I'm not butthurt. The seats here are great. The back window is not wet. The stereo is awesome. The ride is a bit firm, but it's okay. And I don't feel too tired after driving for 3 days now. This trip and then trip to the Arctic Circle. So anyway, I think that's going to be it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching and talk to you later.